Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius, January 28, 2022. You tend to be a logical person, and so when insights come your way via ESP, you might tend to doubt their validity. Don't fall into this trap. If a feeling is particularly strong, go with it, don't write it off, because it isn't logical. Life isn't always that predictable. Today you can trust your intuition with regard to just about any department of life if you let yourself. Are you thinking of declaring your heart to someone today? Beware you don't overwhelm him. It would be much safer to spend some time by yourself, taking pen in hand and releasing your flood of emotion onto the pages of a private diary. Today, any encounter that is swollen and bursting with sentiment is likely to result in total confusion and perhaps even panic. A business opportunity in a distant state, or perhaps even in a foreign country, could be in the works. It could, however, require a lot of travel, or perhaps even relocation. You may have mixed feelings about it, but you're not likely to turn it down. This could be a real break. Your health over the next year should be robust and glowing, so you'll have the energy to take on just about any project you want. Onward and upward. Today will be smooth sailing. If your mission is to invent a system that will make you immune to any material problems for a long time to come, then know that you are on the right track. Your task is comparable to that of an alchemist trying to transform lead into gold. Today, the results of your experiments may be promising. Use this time to renew contacts with your family. They will be pleased, and you might even be able to resolve old conflicts as a mediator or by taking the first step to clear matters up. The constellation is favorable for burying the hatchet once and for all. The good old days are on your mind, maybe as far back as preschool. Let your imagination roam, but don't let it get you down. Tomorrow can be as awesome as yesterday. In touch with your emotions, you are fortunate to be so clear about your feelings, which helps you decide exactly what to do. Whether you are looking for casual dates or interested in starting a more serious relationship, you make the right choice. Start planning how best to pursue your own happiness. You have always tried to build up your health using traditional methods. As many, you take great care of yourself. But this morning you might feel a little curious. Indeed, there are so many different courses of treatment. Why not inquire about other forms of medicine? You could learn a great deal today. This day can't help but be serious and filled with gravity. You will question some of your most fundamental relationships, so promise yourself not to leave anything to chance. Above all, your thoughts will have to bring about the changes you desire. The vibrations of your number will push you to see far ahead and allow you to be lucid on a path that could modify your personal and professional future. You should certainly feel free to speak your mind today. You may have a lot of worries troubling you, and find that exposing them to the light of day makes them seem suddenly less threatening. Be sure to choose a close friend to open up to. And if it feels good, by all means, unburden yourself more often. At the same time that Mercury, the planet of communication's first retrograde phase of 2022, has shifted focus onto home and family matters, the moon returns to your communication sector. Until yesterday, Mercury's retrograde phase was more focused on giving your heart, the past and unsaid words a voice, where now, the focus has shifted to home and family. The focus is still on the past, but the moon helps out by making it easier to connect emotionally. It was just 2 days ago that the moon, in its final hours in Libra, clashed with planets in your relationship sector. Now, the moon's return to your communication sector is not only a chance to give anything exposed a boost, but will see it form a friendly aspect to those same planets. This is a pattern that repeats every month, and it is key to maintaining a balance between your personal and relationship needs. The Leo moon faces off with expansive Jupiter this morning, bringing an abundance of attention your way. Feeling like all eyes are on you can be a little disconcerting, so it's important to remember that it's okay to put off answering messages or phone calls until you're feeling up to it. Luckily, things begin to feel more grounded and organized only a short time later, and the moon changes signs into pragmatic Virgo. Use this energy to tap into your efficient side and knock out any correspondence or task you've been avoiding recently. Venus faces off with deceptive Neptune this evening, so things could get a little weird in romantic relationships. The energy here can cause us to inflict more damage than we realize in the moment, so try not to be overly critical or demanding of your partner or yourself right now. If you sense that someone is lying to you or gaslighting you, you might want to back away from the situation for a day or two so you can reflect privately and gain a clearer perspective on how you feel about the situation. This evening, feelings of restlessness are likely to manifest, and the moon aligns with passionate Mars while entering a harsh T-square to the nodes of fate. Your desire for change could be supercharged, and you may feel passionate about getting ahead on your path, but issues from the past or uncertainty about the future could leave you feeling stuck. In the morning, the Leo moon opposes Jupiter in Aquarius, making us vulnerable to others' jealousies. In centering conversations around our own experiences, we can come off as showboat-y. We are entirely naive to this, unable to see ourselves realistically and believing that we are making friends when we are really attracting people who want to see us knocked off our pedestal. We should be mindful of how we are presenting ourselves, as well as the company we are keeping. Perhaps it will be better to put off new introductions until later in the morning, as the moon enters its void following this aspect. We only get one chance to make a first impression, so we might as well hedge our bets. 2.5 hours later, the moon enters Virgo, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our interests lie in organizing, restructuring, and perfecting our routines. Doing so gives us a feeling of emotional satisfaction, as if we are insulating ourselves from the disorganization and clutter of the outside world. The same attitude that enables us to tackle tedious mundane duties and also make us critical of others' choices or predispositions. Aim to stay on your own path and let others live their lives. You'll save more energy this way. Spiritual or artistic practices may feature prominently in the days to come, helping define our rituals and praxis. It would be a waste to let this transit pass by without establishing some covenant within ourselves, to permit our dreams to shape the objectives of our work and daily lives. Psychic hits should be heeded, and intuitive impulses followed. There is wisdom to be found, even in sources that are apparently nonsensical. Remember that the imagination is a space of conception, and all physical creations have been birthed from this space. The trick lies in believing the impossible is possible.